Now it's time for our press review, and Diptyque Laurent is joining us here on set for a look through the front pages. Diptyque, you're starting with the French paper, aren't you? Libération today. This is looking at the Uyghurs.
Yeah, that's right. The paper's spoken to a Uighur teacher exiled in Europe who confirms what a report said last month, that Chinese authorities are indeed performing a campaign of forced sterilization on the minority group to prevent them from reproducing. The teacher's testimony, which she gives to Libération, is chilling. She speaks of her plight in 2017 when authorities were offering free but mandatory gynecological exams for Uighur women. It turned out to be a violent, forced sterilization procedure that left her feeling sexually assaulted and humiliated. And you can really feel the anger in Libération's editorial today. It accuses China of committing genocide against the Uyghurs, saying that this policy of preventing birth constitutes genocide according to the UN Convention. Furthermore, the paper says France's silence on the issue means it will become complicit in the persecution as long as it continues.
And the British dailies, they're focusing on one story today. That is hope of a breakthrough, some good coronavirus news for once, in finding a COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah, it comes after an Oxford team reported a major step forward in the battle against the virus, as you see on the front page of the Eye. Drugs developed by a research team produced a good immune response in human trials. It's also on the front page of the Daily Mirror, which speculates that the vaccine could even be available as early as Christmas. But of course, this remains to be confirmed. It's definitely not confirmed yet. There's a really interesting counterpoint of view in the Times of London today, which warns caution because it says Britain has secured access so far to 90 million doses of potential vaccines, not just the Oxford one, but two others. Governments around the world are really betting on these vaccine trials, on at least one of the vaccines working, even if there's no guarantee that any will work. After all, the writer says all vaccines are long shots.
And finally from Diptyque, the video conference app Zoom. Have you used it? Bet you have. Certainly changed our lives, didn't it, in lockdown? Some of these changes are kind of spilling over into our post-lockdown lives as well.
Yeah, that's right. Well, The Guardian reports that after hours of looking at ourselves on screen during those Zoom meetings, it's not been a pretty sight, Stuart. All day long, we've been peering at our enormous teeth, at our probing noses, our sagging eye bags, our fleshy arms. The list goes on, because in normal meetings, you don't see yourself, you see the other person. But Zoom has made it possible to see ourselves. So rather than investing in, decent makeup, people are heading right to the cosmetic surgeon to get those little imperfections fixed before they head back to work full time. So they're hoping nobody will notice that they've had a little work done. But it's not just our looks, it's also our clothes that have changed. It's even given rise to a term called the Zoom shirt, which has been added to the Urban Dictionary. It refers to a shirt that you keep on the back of your chair when you're working from home so that you can quickly put it on to be presentable for meetings. According to LinkedIn, 42% of home workers own a Zoom shirt, and they say also that the going back to the workplace has changed. You have fashion that's changed. People are ditching the more formal workwear in favor of this casual workwear for several reasons. First of all, they've been working at home, but also more and more are cycling to work, so it's not really compatible with those heavy suits like you're wearing.
Exactly, although, to be honest, trousers, can't quite get them into shot. They're not proper suit trousers because I'm cycling home, that's why.
Oh, God.
Diptyque Laurent there on France 24 with the Press Review. More coming up for you in 15 minutes' time.